Well, how about tell them to stand next to negative people, just say, would you like to do something about it? And he said, where am I going to find some negative people? Poke him, right? And he said, well, what am I going to say next? He said, well, you're not trained very much. When they say they want to do something about it, say, here's my sponsor on the phone. And you'll say, you want to do something about it? You say, yeah. Then get on with it. Tell them what they need to do. So it's not hard to teach them the correct things to say. It's how we describe things that also affects our message. I have a friend, his name is Tom Ferretti. He went to the Army. And in the Army, they didn't exactly teach him much skills. So they made him a recruiter to get other people to join the Army. Now, I'm not here to make any political statement about the Army or anything like this. I'm just talking about his recruiting job. When he got started, they said, sign up some people coming to the Army. So people come in, and he said, we got the Army, you sign up for 4 years, and you'll go to a boot camp where they'll work you out till you're ready to cry and give up. You'll have sore muscles. And if you happen to get through boot camp, you're going to have a sergeant be yelling at you every day of your life. And then they finally send you out to the battlefield to be target practiced by the enemy. And we're not going to pay you very much. Do you want to sign up? I asked him, so how's it going? He said, well, not very well. And he said, I just need more people to talk to. No! You don't need more people to talk to. What do you need to fix? What did you say? So if you went out and talked to people and they all told you no, you don't need new people to ruin. If all your relatives said no and all your friends were not interested, you don't need new people to ruin. If your friends and relatives hated what you said, strangers ain't going to like it any better. That's not the problem. We have to fix what we said. So here's what he fixed. He said, person come in and says, let me tell you about the Army. They're going to give you a cool uniform. Designer. And we have a fully functional health club where you get to work out and get in shape, meet new people. And we get a chance to travel the world. You get to play with guns and explosives, meet new people, and all of a sudden, a lot of people join. Now, it was the same opportunity, wasn't it? The exact same opportunity is how he described it. So here's the problem you and I have. When we get started, how many people here had your sponsor tell you exactly how to describe things and the first words to say? Usually we don't, but we can change that, can't we? We can start doing it. And for some of you look at me very skeptical, you say, oh man, I don't know, these words. Are you just saying if I change the words and how to describe, maybe my business would like take off when I leave here? Of course, of course. One of the first lessons I learned was the people at the very top, they're making huge amounts of money in seconds a day, and me at the bottom, making no money, working every waking hour away from my family. We both talked to the exact same people, same company, same products, same weather, same economy, but the only difference was the people at the top making huge amounts of money a day, they just changed the words a little bit when they talked to me. That's it. I say, are you telling me if I just change the words a little bit, I'd make a lot of money? Yeah. Are you telling me if I just move the words around here or there, that people would join instead of run away? Yeah. Are you telling me that all I have to do is kind of rearrange and do words in a correct order and become a printing press for money? Yeah. Are you? Well, my mom didn't drop me on my head. I quickly figured out I better start learning how to put the words together. If you're here today, how many people here think maybe if we put the words together correctly, that people would start believing and be excited about what we have to offer? And some of you look at me like, I don't know about this. So can I do an example? Right. I'm going to describe the exact same situation, move a couple words around, see if you think there would be a different result. So, I'm on a date. And I say to the lady, when I look in your eyes, time stands still. Or I could say, your face would stop a clock. different result. So if you and I are out there every day and saying your face is 12 o'clock, it's not going to work very well, is it? And this is what happens when we go to parties. And we talk to people, we say the wrong words. They say, well, just talk about your metabolism, and your essence of your spirit. Let me check your aura. They go back away. They're not used to these sort of words. So the difference is we don't need new people to ruin. What we have to do is say better words to the people we say, because every person you meet is probably already pre-sold. Just found out would be roughly how many words in Australian? Any strip on the Barbie or stuff like that? That wasn't that hard, was it? So, when we say I just found out, what happens to the human mind? We have an automatic response from pre-existing programs that says, wait a minute, you found out something? This may be important for our survival, because if we die, all bets are off. We have a curiosity program that says, hey, what did you find out? I cannot go to life until I know what you found out. Please tell me what you found out. Tell me now. And it opens up the mind so they'll actually hear the message. And that's all we ask. Hear the message inside your mind, see if it serves you today or not. And that's it. It may or may not, correct? For instance, how many people here overate during the tea? And you might be saying, well, I'm not very hungry. So it doesn't serve you right now, but after we've been fasting for 10 minutes or so, it might change, correct? So I just found out is a sequence of words. Don't worry about it right now. There's a whole bunch of them like these we're going to use. But what we have to know more specifically is what we're going to say afterwards. Now, for the skeptics here that don't believe this works, do an experiment on your own. Tomorrow, go up to somebody and say, just found out. And they're going to go, what? So, did my homework, just want to see if it worked. But don't get hung up in these four. There's other words you can use. You say, well, I didn't just find out I knew this. No, it doesn't matter. For now, are we okay with you say I just found out? After this, we're going to insert any benefit about our product or opportunity. Just the benefit, not the science, not the video, just the benefit. And at the end of the benefit, they can make a decision if they're interested or not. So let's see how that sounds. I'll do a few for opportunity first, but we're going to make a huge list. So on a separate piece of paper, like a blank piece, nothing written on, totally empty, we're going to make a list of these things. And we're going to use these things over and over for different sets of introductory words. So this way it'll be more efficient, otherwise you get tired of it. So the first benefit is, I meet somebody at the party and so you want to do something about it. He says, yeah, I want to do something about it. I hate my job. And I would say, I just found out how we can get an extra paycheck. So the first thing to write down is how we can get an extra paycheck. Now, if the person happened to want an extra paycheck, what would their response be? How? That'd be easy, wouldn't it? And we can do the explanation from there. We'll show you some efficient ways tomorrow. But in just that moment, using what's called an icebreaker, we've taken the conversation from social chit-chat and introduced our business in a socially acceptable way. Because otherwise, it just looks ugly, doesn't it? How many people have tried to introduce your business into a social conversation and it just looks ugly? New distributors, they don't know how to do it either. You're like, hi, how are you? How's the weather? Want to be a distributor? And they just force it. Nobody's taught them the words to say. And so, they're at the funeral. It's, oh, I'm really sorry about your mother dying, but you feel you have an essential oil shortage? It's just another place for them. Sorry about that. So, are we ready for our second benefit? Yeah. How to fire the boss.
Oh, this is Now, if you say, I just found out how you can fire the boss, what do you think a lot of people might say who wanted to fire the boss? Yes, please. Now, please notice, they're not really saying they're interested. What they're saying is, I have already made my final decision that I'm all in. People make their final decisions very quickly. We'll talk about that later. But they're not really saying they're interested. They're saying, I'm all in. Just give me some information so I don't look like an idiot. Here's the next set of words. Do people like people who agree with them? Yep. Yeah. Do people like people who see the world in the same way? Yep. Have the same viewpoint and stuff? Mm-hmm. There's a subconscious mind command that we can use to get people to do amazing things. Let me give you the command. You might want to write it down. We already have, I just found out below that you've written, would it be okay if, right? Here's the next one right now. Well, W-E-L-L, comma, you know how. Let me tell you about these 4 words. When you say, well, you know how, the back of your prospect's mind says this. Well, if I know how, then it must be true, because what I know is true. No further proof needed. So, I'll get you a list of the skills here in a second, but the next one I want you to pay close attention to. If I had 4 words to start off conversations with complete strangers, do you think that would change my life? Yeah. Now, I don't know about you. How many people here have seen a stranger that you wanted to talk to but you didn't? Because you didn't know them. Or you might get rejected. Or didn't know what to say. Or they might be in a bad mood. Or, right? How much money do you earn off the people you don't talk to? So, when do you like to fix that? Now, when I first got started, I was shy and incompetent. So I would meet these people, I just wouldn't talk to them. And I did try to talk to them a couple times, got rejected, said, well, that's just a bad deal. Don't talk to strangers. Well, no, strangers could be qualified for this, couldn't they? Do strangers want to live longer? Look younger? Have more money? Be healthier? Yeah, of course they do. But we just got to talk to them the right way because we haven't learned the skill of doing that yet. So, I learned 4 words. Before these 4 words, I was a nerd with no prospects. After the 4 words, I was a nerd with lots of prospects. They will not change your nerdiness, but will give you almost unlimited prospects. And these 4 words would, well, let me just put it this way. I'm just curious. How many people here would like to have 4 words that totally remove rejection?
I'm just curious.
And I'm just curious, if these 4 words got people to open up their heart and accepted whatever you say without judgment, would that be even cooler?
Yes.
And I'm just curious, if these 4 words allowed you to talk to any stranger anytime on demand, would that be even better?
Yes.
So I'm just curious, how many people like to learn these words right now? So I'm just curious, how many people have a partner figure out these words? I'm just curious, how many people are not noticing any pattern whatsoever?